We
The pioneer, y'all. It's the one that changed my life.
yeah.
Forever.
You tried to be shady with me before we started this show.
No, edit.
What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Kandi and the gang. It is going down in this situation. It seems like Kandi and Todd are not too thrilled about Aunt Bertha, Aunt Nora, and also Mama Joyce being up in the kitchen, being up at the old lady gang. They only anticipated for them to basically smile, give their recipes, and keep it moving. And Todd Tucker is feeling a certain type of way as well. He's feeling like, the staff is already going through so much in the restaurant, didn't have to deal with the old lady gang. That is way too much, and he don't appreciate it. So do Kandi, but Kandi ain't gonna step up and say anything about the situation because she know their presence need to be felt, and also she wants to give them something to do and also be a part of this business, this family, business. Generations gonna be passed down, and she don't want her aunts to be feeling like, they are not part of the situation, especially if you're using their recipes and everything. And also, the old lady gang is named after them. Their name is on that restaurant, so therefore they are up in there allegedly causing havoc, if you ask Kandi. And we got Aunt Nora. She wants to put paws on people out here in these streets, and Mama Joyce wants to be up in the kitchen serving the food, but baby, she might slip and fall. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. We got employees that really don't care about the restaurant, so it is going down in this situation. So you guys let me know what you think about this. I was like, OMG, is this a show or is it not a show? I'm like, what is going on with Kandi? The generator, she don't got a generator. There ain't no air in that place. It's hot. It is the summertime. And the employees, when it comes to Shandricka, she's feeling a certain type of way. She's basically telling the clients and the customers to go outside and sit in your car under the AC because it's hot up in there. I was like, OMG, like, this is crazy. Like, what is really going on? So y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. And also, she's complaining that it's hot. It ain't feeling good up in there at all. And it seems like the old lady gang and Todd and the district manager is not too happy or thrilled with Shandricka. Like, OMG. So we shall get into the situation. So y'all, what y'all think about the situation? How y'all feeling? And in the event, we got, Philip, he is coming on as the director of operation. And, he's feeling a certain type of way that the employees don't have no regard for authority. And basically, he is not going to be, pushed to the back or pushed to the corner. Philip is feeling a certain type of way about the situation, and Philip is not backing down at all, point blank period. He is in the winning, and therefore he comes from a background of, you basically showing perfection. If you don't show perfection, that is a problem, and he ain't putting up with no attitudes. But at the same time, you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, because you don't want all the employees to turn on you, baby, because that's what's gonna happen. Because if Shandricka been there, for a long time, that means that she got respect around there, she got a lot of friends in there, and it can make it hard for you, baby. And also, Kandi and Todd are not on the same page, so you might want to come in there a little easy. We ain't telling you that you gotta take anything, but just chill out, because you're doing way too much. But at the same time, he's being tested at the same time, because Shandricka came after him and said she don't like him. I was like, OMG. This is going down in the situation. So y'all tell me what y'all think. And we have Shandricka. She's feeling a certain type of way. She's been there for a long time. She's a loyal employee. She said these, managers, GMs, they come in and then they leave right after. They don't stay there for a long time. And she's been there for a long time. So it is what it is. And she ain't feeling the change, and she ain't feeling the attitude when it comes to Philip at all. And also, Dominique is not feeling it at all either. And at the same time, Dominique and, Shandricka are really good friends, point blank period. So we're going to get down to that situation. And now they're having a staff meeting, and they're not feeling, being surprised by having a new operator of director of operations because they've been seeing him around. They don't like his attitude. I was like, OMG, it's going down. Then you have Brandon, the manager. He's too busy chasing after, Dominique. He wants Dominique so bad. It's like, boy, you better fall back. You supposed to be a manager. And look at Brandon looking at Kandi booty. He's checking out her booty. Like, OMG, like, you gonna do that right in front of everybody? Okay, Todd, you better watch out, baby, because it looks like there's a new chef in town. So in any event, it goes down, and Todd is just feeling like he wants to have Mr. Philip in there and take over the situation, and he don't care about loyal employees. He don't care about none of that, and he's tired of the old lady gang coming up in there and basically chastising the employees and telling them they're bad and they're not doing a good job, and he's not feeling it at all, point blank period. And Kandi, she agrees with him too as well. So it is what it is. And they're talking about, Aunt Nora up in there talking about she was gonna throw somebody over the gate. She was gonna bend down a little bit more and throw him over. I was like, for real? That's how we doing it? Aunt Nora is not playing around in the situation, and she would get hurt out here in these streets. And the old lady gang ladies was asked, are you guys really considered a gang? And Aunt Bertha was like, no, I go to church every Sunday. And Aunt Nora was like, I go to church too every Sunday. And Mama Joyce was like, that statement is not true for me. Let's get down to this situation. So you have Philip feeling a certain type of way, and he's letting the staff know that he's not going to tolerate any disrespect, point blank period, at all. No talk back, no mouth, no laziness, no nothing. And he's letting it be known, you can either take it or leave it. I was like, OMG, we going down in this situation. And Shandricka, she wasn't feeling that at all. She basically said she don't like him. I was like, she done threw the first shot and disrespecting the, director of operations at the first whip of him having some power. She basically let him know that, it's going to be a battle for this situation. It's going to be a battle. And it's like, she could have held that in. She didn't have to say all that. But she felt like he was coming disrespectful because you can catch more bees with honey do you can with vinegar. So you either get to know the staff or you threaten the staff. But it's better, to try to have a relationship as far as a business relationship, as far as if you can get Shandricka on your side, that means the rest of the employees might follow through. But at the same time, she could be a negative influence on the staff. So we gonna see how this play out. She said, I don't like him. And she said in front of Kandi and Todd, and they're the owners of the restaurant. So basically, yeah, she's feeling a little bit entitled. She's been there. So therefore, in the situation, she feels like she can say what she want to say. And when it comes to Philip, he is not feeling that at all. And then Todd jumps into the situation trying to be all cool about everything, and really didn't go his way because he kind of got dissed, because Todd Tucker was like, we ain't trying to come in here and tell you what to do and take over or push you out the way. And Shandricka was like, you ain't pushing me out the way. I've been here from the beginning. I am the original hostess. I was like, okay. So in any event, she done shaded Todd, right in front of the director of operations, the manager, and Kandi Burruss. So in any event, she's letting it be known that she got more privilege over here. So we're going to see how it falls out. And it's going to fall out really bad, because at the same time, she's going to put Todd Tucker and Kandi Burruss to the test. And also Philip. And Philip is ready for the test. But I don't think at the end he's going to have the backup, because Kandi Burruss is more of a people person. And she goes off of personalities. And he basically saying he is not going to have a personality contest with these ladies. And then Don Juan, he goes to talk to, Shandricka. And when he has a conversation with her, she doesn't like the way that Philip came off, that he was kind of being rude and disrespectful in his way at a highway. And the manager, Philip, he's saying basically, these employees got disrespect for authority, and he's not going to hear it at all. And there's too much privilege going on, and he's not feeling it at all. And he let Shandricka know it's either his way or the highway. He is not playing around in this situation. I was like, OMG. So he is basically coming through, and he's coming through, heavy-handed at the same time. So we shall see how this situation situation is going to pan out. He's saying that Shandricka is not a threat to him because she is a greeter. I was like, OMG, that is shade, shade, shade. And also, he says to Shandricka that I'm not going to be walking around on eggshells because you don't like my presence. So he's letting her know, if you don't like me, then you can just take the door, because he ain't going to put up with it. And Shandricka's like, yo, listen, your behavior, the way that you talking is disrespectful, it's rude, it's aggressive. She don't like it. And, you know, she started it first because she said, ooh, I don't like him, and basically letting the employees know, like, we're going to disrespect him. And, you know, Don Juan is like, what's happening? What's going on in this situation? And, you know, it went total left. I was like, OMG. And then I was like, Philip is not backing down at all. And Shandricka was like, you going to let me speak? You going to let me talk? This is how the conversation goes. I speak and then you respond to the situation. He's not trying to hear it. And she says, I'm going to need to sit there and talk to Don Juan, continue to talk to him. And Philip was like, well, if you want to continue to talk to Don Juan, you won't be an employee here anymore. So he's threatening her right off the back that she needs to go. Like, you want to be a problem? Well, I'm going to fire you, point blank period. We ain't going to play this game. So he's coming hardcore because she's testing him. She's pulling his bluff cord. But in any event, when Shandricka, she goes over there to talk to Dominique and basically telling Dominique, oh, this man is disrespecting me, this man is being rude, he's talking about the highway and things of that nature, he's not trying to hear nobody. And Philip was like, oh, you sitting there talking about me, right? I'm right here in the room. I can hear you. You know what? You can go home. And he sent her home. Don Juan is like, I don't like the way that he's running the operation. I wouldn't have a stick up my butt. I wouldn't be so stern like this. I would choose other measures. So, in any event, he's not kind of feeling it. He's thinking like, this is just way too much. And they looking like, okay, the hostess is going because she knows what she's doing. And so in any event, Philip is not backing down from the situation. And you got Shandricka, she's talking about she want to punch him in his face. She's running off the set. You know, she's leaving the restaurant and everything. I was like, yep, it is going down. And she says she ain't from Georgia and she is no Georgia peach. And she's going to meet you with the same energy that you give her. So that's what she's thinking about. And that's how she's acting. I was like, Lord have mercy. If I was your boss, you would have been gone. But lucky you got a saving grace because Kandi and Tucker are soft. And in any event, you got to talk to the manager, Philip, and tell him to fall back, calm down. You doing too much. Like, this is your first day. You don't need to be getting into altercation. But he got to defend himself because when it comes down to it, he got to let Shandricka know that she don't got the power. And, you know, Kandy's like, oh my God, he done sent her home. She's feeling like bad about the situation because, you know, she needs her. She needs good employees. And she's thinking that she's a good employee. Todd Tucker is thinking she's not a good employee. And plus, she got bad reviews for a bad attitude. And then Todd Tucker was like, well, he had to send her home because she was straight disrespecting him. So I was like, Kandi, you are a softie. Don Juan is like, oh my God, what happened? Everybody's looking at Philip like, boy, what you doing? Who you think you are? You know who Shandricka is? That's the way they looking at him. And he ain't backing down, you know? It is what it is. And let's get on to Miss Kandi Burruss. She is meeting up with her aunties, baby, to find out what they can do better, but also to let them know that they need to fall back. They're doing too much. Okay? I was like, oh Lord, Kandi, you gonna go there with your mama? You gonna go there with your aunties? And, you know, when it gets down to the situation, Kandi wants to make the restaurant more lively again. And she wants to have like a reunion for everybody. Old employees meet new employees and things of that nature. So we shall see how this situation pans out. It seems like it's going to be a good situation. But in any event, when it comes to Aunt Bertha, you know, she's feeling a certain type of way. She feels like some of them employees don't care. Some of them employees don't care at all. And basically she's saying that when it comes to Brandon, he don't care. And she heard it from his mouth. I was like, OMG. So, you know, he's out. Brandon's out here talking smack out here in these streets. And Brandon basically let both auntie knows. And he also let, you know, Mama Joyce know. Mama Joyce said she heard him say that he don't care about the restaurant either. But, you know, Todd Tucker and Kandi Burruss also know that the lady, that her auntie and her mother, they're very hard. And, you know, it is what it is. I was like, Bertha don't like Shandricka at all. Bertha is like, yo, listen, I can't stand the little nasty attitude, especially from that girl called, Sean, Drilla, Dracula. I was like, OMB, OMG, like what is going on? The aunties are out here having, they ain't liking the employees, point blank, period. And Mama Joyce, she's not liking some of the employees. She feel like they don't care, that they don't pay attention to what they need to pay attention, and some of them don't care about the restaurant. And then Kandi Burruss like, didn't you confront Brandon and tell him that too? She was like, no, I did not tell him he was not doing his job. I was like, OMG, Shandrilla, like OMG, Aunt Bertha out here calling names and everything, being shady up front with the situation. Aunt Nora basically saying that these employees don't care, they got nasty attitudes, and she was about to beat one of them up because she ain't down with the situation. She got her hands up like she's ready to box. And any event, Kandi Burruss is trying to calm down the situations with her, aunties, and also with her mama, to get them to back up, to get them to, fall back a little bit. Because Kandi was like, yo, I just wanted your recipes and you guys to come in and take pictures. But for you guys to take an active duty and role in the restaurant, that's way too much. That's way too much. But Kandi Burruss wanted to see what her aunts and her mom feel about what needs to change at the restaurant, because she want them to feel like they have a say in it, and they do have a say in it, and she can't leave them out. But Kandi Burruss is also saying that her aunties are out here causing havoc in the situation. They are driving these employees crazy out here in these streets, and Kandi's trying to tell them in a nice way about the situation. Mama Joyce is back there in the kitchen. She wants to be in the kitchen, and she tells Kandi, but we want to do it. We want to be a part of the restaurant. We want this. And so Kandi was like, well, speaking of that, I'm going to need y'all to keep up out the kitchen. And basically, it's a shot at Mama Joyce, because Mama Joyce be up in that kitchen trying to serve when it's serving time and cooking, and she can slip and fall. And basically, they've been complaining, and Aunt Bertha basically says that her sister, Mama Joyce, be trying to serve and she can slip and fall. And Mama Joyce is saying, but I be having all my sneakers. She said, no, that don't matter. You can still slip and fall. And so Mama Joyce said, well, I'm going to stay out the kitchen. So Mama Joyce wasn't feeling that situation at all. And the two sisters agreed that, Mama Joyce be up in that kitchen way too much, doing way too much when she can hurt herself. And that's what Aunt Nora is telling her. And Mama Joyce is feeling a certain type of way. Well, I just won't be in the kitchen then. I was like, Lord have mercy. And also Kandi said that she can't have her aunties attacking the employees are coming at them, because they have a manager and they have a director of operations, so they don't need the old lady gang to come in there and tell them what to do. The old lady gang is in there trying to make the restaurant better, because you haven't got past the C when it comes to the health department. So somebody ain't doing something right. Something needs to change, because a C, what the old lady gang is doing ain't working, and what the manager Brian doing ain't working, what the employees are doing ain't working, because you should get above a C. And Mama Joyce says she is not out here attacking anybody. And they cut to Corman, and as we speak, Corman and Mama Joyce still don't get along, because Mama Joyce confirmed it on Watch What Happens Live. So Kandi's trying to tell him not to attack people. So we got Torin, and he's there, and he is an event planner. He can plan parties. He used to work at the old lady gang, but he left, and so therefore he wants to come back. And Kandi and Todd both want him back, because he's the entertainment. He knows how to design. He knows how to put a room together. He can make your furniture look nice no matter what. He got an eye for design. He can work in in the magazine department, staging things. And so in any event, he's getting ready to prepare for the reunion. And Torin, he is there, and he really got his shit going on. Like, he's good. He's good out here in these streets. Like, he's really talented. So keep him as long as you can, baby. But in any event, when it gets down to the the party, the reunion, it seems like when it comes to Miss Draka, she is feeling Shandricka. She's feeling a certain type of way. She's basically saying, come over here and sit with the cool kids, Brandon. And Brandon's the manager because she's still not getting along with Philip. But in any event, when it comes to Shandricka, she says that she is going to just mind her business and just do her job so she don't get fired. So therefore, she had a change of attitude, a change of tune, but don't mean she ain't gonna make his life difficult without him even knowing that she's making his life difficult, you know, behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, while you trying to run the restaurant. But in any event, she was like, come over here and sit with the cool kids and everything. And she's basically saying, toast, if you've been here for longer than 4 years, 8 years, and all this other stuff, letting, you know, Philip know it's loyalty over here. What you think you gonna do? So I'm just like, okay, we shall see. Dom is over there too as well. Dominique, she's over there doing her thing, and they basically don't like Philip, and Philip is going to have a hard time in this situation. It ain't gonna be easy. But he needs to cool down. Then we have Dominique. She is all up on Brandon. She is drinking, getting intoxicated, and she's being shaded at the same time because they're drinking way too much. You know what I mean? And this is a work function, even though, you know, drinks are available. And then we have Dominique. She basically calls Kandi and Todd Tucker cheap because they don't have no vodka. I was like, OMG. What's going on in this situation? The shade, the shade, the shade. So this is the crew, you know. So, you know, Philip got 3 of them going at him. Got Torin, Shandricka, and also, you know, Miss Dominique. She, you know, they were crew. So if you mess with one, you're messing with all 3 of them. So, and whoever else they're connected to. So Philip got his hands tied up. We got Torin. He comes through looking in his pink. He put the event together, made it all nice and a little bit fancy as he possibly could with the Dookie Cola couches that he did have, because, you know, the budget was probably low. And he probably said, I could do all this and that and pocket some of the money, but he's on TV as well. And then we meet Brian. Brian comes through. He used to work there, but there was some problems, some situation. He had to get his life together and things were happening. So, you know, Brian, he's back in the building, and Kandi and Todd want him back, and they basically think he is a great bartender. He's very, you know, entertaining, but he also shared Kandi and Todd Tucker, and he was out here selling egg rolls because he had to leave the old lady gang. And he said he has ate the food at the old lady gang. He said it is like Patti LaBelle. It could be a hit or a miss. The shade, the shade, the shade. And then not only that, he's passing out his flyers for his house cooking, kitchen cooking, you know, egg rolls that he got. He's selling them, you know, from his phone or from an app or whatever, out of his house, baby. And he bring them flyers up over there to Kandi's restaurant to pass them out. Business. So Kandi don't see that, but Todd Tucker does. And also we have Rashid. He comes through and he works at the Blaze Steak and Seafood. You know, there was reports on that people waiting a long time. There was no hostess. Nobody was greeting him. So in any event, Kandi is contracting him to come over there and work at the old lady gang to basically probably be a replacement for, you know, Miss Shandricka. Like, what's going on? And also be Kandi Burruss' eyes and ears in this situation. So Shandricka, she knows what's going on and the situation, bringing another hostess over. And Kandi wants Rashid, you know, to come over and basically, you know, make the staff a little bit more fancy and more dressing. He says the old lady gang is urban. I was like, it's only like jeans and t-shirt. I was like, oh my God. So Rashid is feeling a certain type of way. So Rashid is basically going to be Kandi's eyes and ears on the situation, and he's going to be telling her everything that he sees. So this is Kandi little spy, and at the same time he's doing this for a pay cut, and you know, he's doing this for TV. So, you know, Rashad, he's in the building, Kandi's little spy, as always. And so she introduced him to and let Shandricka know with an attitude on her face, like, girl, he's going to be, you're going to train him. He's going to be working up over here. And Shandricka is feeling like, okay, it's all good. Yeah, we like each other. That was the fake the fake everything. And then we have Dom. She's over here getting intoxicated, getting tossed up. Like, Lord have mercy. Then she's late for work. Like, OMG, girl, what you doing? She don't still know her way around Atlanta, and she's been there for 4 years. Come on, Shandricka, what's going on, girl? And we have Don Juan. He's upset. He's feeling a certain type of way. When she walks in, he calls her, oh, she's coming here acting like Queen Latifah. So she's running the spot. Like, what's going on? We got Philip trying to tell Brandon what to do. Brandon is too busy over there looking at Dominique. He's thinking about what he gonna do to Dominique and everything. Brandon is not paying attention. He's acting like he don't know what's going on, but he's in the in crowd, so therefore he is going to be around as well. So Philip got his hands full, baby, full. So and you thinking, and he's sitting over there talking to her, trying to get up with her. They got sexual tension and everything going on. It's a whole lot going on at this at this restaurant. Like, for real. Like, but they're making it more than what it is. But so it's a good situation. So y'all tell me what y'all think. And right now, when it comes down to, you know, Brandon, he's feeling a certain type of way because now there ain't no lights in the building. So he's feeling like, what is happening? What is going on? Like, this is crazy. You know, he's basically he don't understand why Kandi don't have a generator. And Kandi says she don't have a generator because Todd Tucker said it's too much work to get a generator. It's too much work, too much, you know, plans and improvements that you have to do. We have, you know, Rashad, he's sitting over here waiting for Shandricka to come in, and she's late, and everybody's acting like it's normal, you know, like it's okay. And she's over here telling the customers it's a 2-hour wait. You might as well just sit up in your car with the AC on. So basically, we got Shandricka and Dominique telling us that it is hot in that place, and it was hot in the restaurant before the lights went out. So in any event, what she's saying is hot and crispy up in there, like is. And then she has, you know, Rashad running all the way around the restaurant, down the restaurant, up the restaurant, around the restaurant, you know, in the basement, upstairs, and everything. She's trying to tie him out, baby, and let him know that this ain't easy. And he says, where's the Apple phone? So basically they can, you know, talk to each other through the Apple service, you know, when your party's ready, when a party needed to be seated, something that is electronical instead of, you know, voice. And she was like, we ain't got that. We ghetto over here. And he was like, oh, yes, this is ghetto. Then Shandricka is warning him that these customers are going to be all unruly and everything. Lord have mercy. But she's telling him the truth to get ready for. You think it's easy? And Brandon is feeling a certain type of way. He is not liking Philip because Philip is telling him to do his job and wait some tables and manage a restaurant instead of sitting down and having, you know, a break when there ain't no powers. Tables need to be clean. Things need to be bussed. Dishes need to be washed. Even if you can't see, things need to be wiped down. You better get a bucket and a spray bottle, start spraying and cleaning. So we already know why y'all ain't passed the health department's test. You know, you only got a C on it and it hasn't went up since. And then on top of that, we got this situation when it comes to Dom. She's feeling a certain type of way. She don't want to stay in there because it's hot. You know, the lights are off and she don't want to even be up in the place. I was like, Lord. So your employees don't even want to be with you in a crisis. They want to leave. Brandon got to make them stay. And Brandon is feeling a certain type of way because he's feeling like the power's out and people going to be stealing Monte. What about me eating my food and there's no power? When I'm sitting at the table, there's no power, but he's worried about the money. Amen. He got to be. He was like, people going to try to skip out here on their checks and everything. I was like, is that a stereotype or is that the truth? Kandi said everybody going to be dragging her just because the power went out and say, oh, Kandi didn't pay her bills. So she don't know what to do about the situation. And Brandon is sitting around and, you know, we got the cook. You know what I'm saying? He is sitting there. He basically can't see, so he can't cook. And Dom is like, so why they want you in the kitchen to cook? So Philip is saying, try your best to see. I was like, Lord, you want him to burn himself, cut himself, hurt himself? Well, he better make up some type of dishes or something. Get them some salad, get them some fruits, cut it up, put it out there for people to snack on while they waiting for the power to come back. It's going to be an hour or two. Todd Tucker is talking about it's okay for the power to be out for an hour or two. And we got Philip, he don't know what to do. He think that this is tragic. You know, he's feeling a certain type of way. He's like, Lord have mercy. Like, now he's seeing that there's a whole problem all over the place. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Peace.